I'm here this morning with Elizabeth Zeldes. Elizabeth is a CPA and she is the owner of Senior Advisory Services. Good morning.
Good morning, Catherine.
And you're really more than a CPA because CPAs don't all do what you do. You provide such a unique and a special service. And I'm wondering if you would tell us a little bit about what your company does.
Well, Senior Advisory Services is an accounting firm, but we are focused on meeting the specific needs of seniors. We do most of our work in the senior's home, and we keep their physical and their cognitive challenges in mind. Our goal is to protect and advocate for and provide peace of mind for seniors.
So, you probably don't have a typical client, but maybe some examples of different people that you help and how they come to you and what their needs are.
Our clients range from age 50 to 100. Most of them are probably in their 80s and 90s. They may live independently, either in their own home or in a retirement community. They may be in assisted living, or some of them are in skilled nursing care. And the sort of things that we do are helping them with their day-to-day finances, keeping their bills paid on time, organizing their files. We also do income tax work for them if that's necessary. In addition, we do trust accounting and conservatorship accounting for people who might be trustees or conservators for seniors. And we have consulting services on insurance products for seniors, Medicare Part D, Medigap, long-term care insurance. But I want to point out that we do not sell any insurance products, nor do we sell investment products. We are not investment advisors. We are accountants, and it's a subtle difference, but an important one. What that means is we do not advise someone on what to do with their portfolio and which stocks to buy. We are just helping keep track of the investments they have. And we work closely with our seniors' investment advisors and their attorneys and their family members. We really promote the team approach to meeting all the needs of the senior.
So if, for example, I'm living out of state and I'm realizing that my parents are just having, some trouble, they're just having some aging issues where they're just not able to get their bills paid or it's a little overwhelming. Would that be, for example, a good client for you to have, someone that you could then help these seniors, but then also, if I'm the daughter who's calling you, how am I going to get the comfort level of what you're doing?
There are a lot of different ways to do that, and our clients have different situations. Certainly some of them do have out-of-state children, and they're the ones frequently that contact us. I just recently met in a hospital room with an out-of-state daughter who was just visiting her mother for the weekend. So one snowy Saturday morning, we met in the hospital room with the daughter, the senior, and the investment advisor. We tried to figure out what needed to be done to keep everything straight while this woman was receiving treatment. And then in that case, the senior gave me permission to share information with the daughter as needed, but that's up to the senior. What I will do is do what needs to be done for the senior, and if they would like us to inform family members about what we're doing, then we can certainly do that via phone or email.
Okay, and you were talking about the types of services you provide. Is it every client gets the same? You have, the same types of services for everyone, or is it different for every client?
It is certainly different for every client. We'll do as little or as much as you like. We customize our services just depending on the needs of the client. We can increase or decrease services as the situation warrants. We charge strictly by the hour, so we'll do as much or as little as someone wants us to do.
So, and personally, from knowing you, I know that beyond your company and beyond being a CPA, you're very active in what we would call the senior community, as far as being part of different organizations that can help with resources. And I was wondering if you'd tell us a little bit about your community involvement.
I am really passionate about getting information to seniors that they need to educate themselves and to maintain their independence and dignity in older years. So that's why I try to reach out to the community and work with other professionals that provide services to seniors, hopefully educate everyone a little bit, but also find out what services are available so that I can refer my client who may need a ride to a doctor's appointment to the appropriate organization that can help with that. I am on the board of the Council on Aging currently and am involved with Caregiver Resource Network as well.
Right. And so, maybe you could give us an example of one of those times where you have a client that you provide services for, and maybe they've had a crisis, and how you deal with that for them.
Oh, it was just recently that I received a call one evening from a dear 95-year-old lady who was in tears because her checking account was overdrawn. And she said, I'm afraid I won't be able to pay my rent, and then they're going to kick me out on the street, and I'll be homeless, and where will I live? Well, of course, I knew that the retirement community where she lived wasn't going to kick her out on the street, but the important thing was that she was worried about that, and that needed to be addressed. So first thing the next morning, I went and met with her. We went to the bank together, worked with her banker and her investment advisor, got some funds transferred, got everything straightened out. And now, fortunately, she asks us to come every few weeks to make sure that her checkbook is up to date and everything's okay. She's really an amazing lady and has done extraordinarily well to be self-sufficient at 95, but we all have slips from time to time, so we were glad that we were able to help her with that.
Right. And so, beyond just a CPA, you're actually someone who is really a friend and a confidant for these people, that they can feel like they're really being taken care of and they're not just getting some forms in the mail and getting them back.
I really enjoy my clients. I've met some fascinating people, have made some friendships, and formed relationships with not only them, but their adult children as well. It's very rewarding work.
Right. Well, great. Thanks so much for being here, Elizabeth. Elizabeth Zeldes with Senior Advisory Services here in Grand Rapids.